Hi everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we're making number 242 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. I am using these colors, green, red, and white, because today's granny square is called Christmas Granny, and it's designed by Donna over at smoothfoxlover.blogspot.com. So make sure you check out that link in the description of this video so you can follow along with her written pattern. This one is kind of going back to the basics of the traditional granny stitch. So I really liked this one. It worked up really fast. We're using just the regular double crochets in these first two rounds, and then we're going to be using treble crochets to make an interesting design in round 3, but rounds 4 and 5 are just a traditional granny stitch, and it was a lot of fun to make. It worked up really fast for me. I'm using these 3 colors. This is just a Red Heart Super Saver yarn in just scrap yarn that I have available. You can use any colors you want, any scraps that you've got lying around. You can use a double knitting yarn or a worsted weight yarn. Like I said, this is a worsted weight yarn that's a 10 ply size 4 medium yarn, so you can use that. Also, I'm going to demonstrate this in an H size hook, which is 5mm, so make sure you have that handy, as well as a yarn needle and a scissors, because we'll be cutting our yarn and sewing in our ends, and these tools just come in handy when we change color so often. So before we start, I have to mention there are links in the description of this video. So like I said, there is that link to the written pattern by Donna, but then there's also the links to my Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to follow those links, share your photos on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you hashtag 365 days of granny squares and hashtag YARNutopia so I can see your square as well. And then there's also the link to my blog, YARNutopia.com, where you'll get all 365 days of granny squares. So at the top of the blog, there's little photos, little thumbnail photos. You can click them and it will take you to the video tutorial for that square. And then at the bottom of the blog, if you scroll all the way down, there's a list of the ones that have written patterns available to you. So you can click those and follow along with written patterns. There's also my information for my Snapchat. You can, follow me on Snapchat. Snapchat me a little photo or a little video of your square today. I love seeing your snaps. And last thing, I have to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time to make these videos with us. He is our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our videos. So hit that I in the corner of this video in this section here and support us in any way you can. And also hit that subscribe button so you can get that update on when we post our next video. So let's get started and make number 242 granny square. Let's start out by making a slip knot. So put your short end over your long end, fold this down, and then pull this through and pull tight. Insert your hook and we can start. So let's start out by chaining 4. So yarn over and pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3, and 4. And now we're going to go to the very first chain way over here, and we're going to make a slip stitch to form a ring. So go into that first chain, yarn over, pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook. Okay, so that forms a ring. If you know how to start with a magic ring, you can start that way as well, but I'm going to go right on to round 1. We need to chain up 3. So yarn over and pull through 1, 2, and 3, and that's going to count as our first double crochet of this round. Now we need to put 2 double crochets into the ring. So yarn over, go into this ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops on your hook. Okay, that's a double crochet. So again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so now it looks like there's 3 double crochets into that ring because that chain of 3 counted as a stitch. Now we're going to make the corner, so we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to put 3 more double crochets into the ring. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So that's 1, this is 2, and 3. And then we have to chain 2, so yarn over and pull through 1 and 2, and do another 3 double crochets into the ring. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now we're going to make our next corner. Whoopsie, let me finish off this last double crochet here. Okay, and we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to put 3 more double crochets into the ring. So 1, 2, and 3. Now to finish this round, see we already have a square shape going on here, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to actually half double crochet in the top of the chain up 3 right here. So 1, 2, 3, we're going to yarn over, go into the top of the chain up 3, so go into the chain itself, right, oops, in this front loop and into this back loop, just like that. Then yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Okay, we're not going to change color at this one. If you wanted to change color for round 2, you could just chain 2 and then slip stitch to that chain up 3 and then start your next round in any corner. But since we're not changing color, we're going to just chain that 1 and half double crochet into that chain up 3 right there. So now we're in the center of our corner here. And we're going to go right into round 2. We're going to chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3, and now we're going to put 2 double crochets around this half double crochet we made. So yarn over, go into this corner, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so that it looks like there's 3 double crochets into that corner. Now we need to chain 1, so yarn over and pull through 1, and we're going to hop all the way to this next corner right here, and we're going to put 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then put 3 more double crochets in that same corner, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so this is like a traditional granny square stitch. So now chain 1, hop into the next corner and do the same exact thing. 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets, all in that same corner. 1, 2, whoops, chain 2, okay, and then put 3 double crochets back in there. 1, 2, 3. So just chain 1 and then do that for this next corner, then chain 1, and I'll meet you back up when I'm at my beginning corner and we'll go on to round 3. When you come back around, you want to make sure you chain that 1, and then in the beginning corner here, it looks like there's 3 stitches. We still have to put 3 more stitches in there. So put 3 double crochets into that beginning corner that we started in. So 1, 2, and 3. And now if you want to change color in the next round, just chain 2 here and slip stitch to this chain up 3, and then for your new color just start in any corner space. But I'm going to keep this color, so I'm going to chain 1 and half double crochet to this chain up 3 just like we did in round 1. So yarn over, go into the top of your chain up 3. Okay, this is like a new technique I just learned where you can start in the middle of a corner now. So go into that chain up 3, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Okay, new techniques are awesome, and we are in the center of this corner. So now going on to round 3, we're going to chain up 1 and single crochet around that half double crochet we just made. So go into this corner here, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Just like that. That's a single crochet. Now we're going to chain 1. We're going to skip over these 3 stitches and go into this chain 1 space on the side, and we're going to put a treble crochet and chain 1 6 times. Okay, so a treble crochet is yarn over twice, go into this chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 more loops, and yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops. Okay, that's a treble crochet. Now we have to chain 1 and treble crochet again. So yarn over twice, go back into that same space, that same chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Then chain 1 and treble crochet again. Okay, and we're going to make sure we have 6 treble crochets in there. So that's 3, chain 1, yarn over, go in for a treble crochet. That's 2, that's 4, chain 1. Then again, make sure you yarn over twice for those treble crochets. That's 5, chain 1. This is 6, then chain 1, just like that. Okay, so that's what it should look like, a big fan almost. Then we're going to single crochet into this chain 2 space right here. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, and then we're just going to repeat what we did on this side for this side and each side around. So chain 1, and then put a treble crochet into here, then chain 1, and do another treble crochet, chain 1, 5 more times. So you want to make sure that you have, let's see, yarn over twice. You want to make sure you have 6 treble crochets with a chain 1 in between them. And then after your last one, make sure to chain 1 and then single crochet into the chain 2 space on the corner. And just, if you have to, follow along with the written pattern. Otherwise you can rewind this video to see what I did over here. But just do this all the way around, and then I'll meet you up after I'm almost finished with this round, and we'll go on to round 4. Okay, when you make your last treble crochet, chain 1, those 6 times, just make sure you finish this round with a chain 1 and then slip stitch to our beginning single crochet that's in this chain 2 space here. So go into the single crochet, okay, not the chain 1 that's on this side here. You can't really see it anyway, but just go into the single crochet, yarn over, pull through, and through for a slip stitch. And now I'm going to fasten off. Whether you're changing color or not, just fasten off because the pattern says to start in a corner. So chain 1, cut your yarn, pull it through, and pull tight. And now look at your square like this, and you can see in this corner here where these treble crochets are, you can see there's 6 of these. Okay, we're going to separate them where there's 3 on one side and 3 on the other side, and we're going to start in that chain 1 space right there. Okay, and I'm going to grab a new color. You can keep the same color, you can change your color, totally up to you. And I'm going to hook on this color, pull it through that chain 1 space, and then chain up 3. So yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, and 3, and that's going to count as our first double crochet of this round. Now in the same chain 1 space, we're going to put a double crochet. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and put 2 more double crochet in there, 1 and 2, and that's our corner. Now we're going to skip this treble crochet here and go into this chain 1 space and put 2 double crochets in there. So yarn over, go in this chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So this whole round is double crochets. So we have to put 2 double crochets in the chain 1 space here, and we're going to put 2 double crochets in each chain 1 space until we get to the next space between these 6 treble crochets. Okay, so there should be 3 on one side and 3 on the other side, and that chain 1 space there is our corner. So we're going to put 2 double crochets into each chain 1 space until we get to that spot, and then we're going to put our corner in that spot. So just put 2 double crochets. So 2 double crochets in this chain 1 space, skip this stitch, 2 double crochets in this chain 1 space, skip this stitch, 2 double crochets before the single crochet, 2 double crochets after the single crochet, 2 double crochets in this chain 1 space, and then 2 double crochets in this next chain 1 space. And then this next space is our corner. So we're going to put in the corner here 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 more double crochets in that same space. Okay, so how many groupings are on one side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 times, and then there's our corner. So we're going to put 2 double crochets in each chain 1 space 6 times until we get to the next corner, and in between those groupings, so you can see the grouping here, 6 treble crochets in the center of them. There's 3 on this side and 3 on this side. We're going to put our corner in there. So just repeat that all the way around. If you need to, follow along with the written pattern. Otherwise, or you can rewind and see this side, what I did there. Otherwise, I'll just meet you up at the end of this round and we'll go on to round 5. When you come back around, you want to just slip stitch to the beginning chain up 3 of this round. 1, 2, 3, right in here. Just go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. Now I'm going to change color. If you're not changing color, slip stitch into this next stitch and into this chain 2 corner space and chain up 3 and go on to round 5 with me. But I'm going to chain 1 here, cut this yarn, pull it through, and pull tight. I'm going to grab my other color, hook it into a corner, so going into chain 2 corner space, hooking on the new color, and then chaining up 3. 1, 2, 3. Now going on to round 5, we're going to be putting a double crochet into this chain 2 space. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and put 2 more double crochets into that same space. 1 and 2. Okay, now we're going to skip over these 2 double crochets and see in between these gaps, we're going to be putting 2 double crochets in between each 2 double crochet grouping. Okay, so in this next gap right here, right above this treble crochet, we're going to put 2 double crochets in there. So 1 and 2. Okay, then hop to the next gap in between these 2 groupings. We're going to put 2 double crochets in there. 1 and 2. Then hop to this next gap here and put 2 double crochets in there. Okay, and we're just going to put 2 double crochets in between each 2 double crochet grouping. And then when we get to the corner chain 2 spaces, we're going to be putting 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in our chain 2 corner spaces here. So let me see how many groupings are on the side here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groupings of these 2 double crochets on the side until you get to a corner chain 2 space. And in the corners, again, like I said, we're going to put 2 double crochet, then chain 2, and 2 more double crochet in there. Okay, and just repeat. So just repeat what we did on this side for this side and each side around, and then I'll meet you up at the end of round 5. When you come back around, you want to just slip stitch to this beginning chain up 3 right here. 1, 2, 3, right at the top. Just insert your hook in that front and back loop, if you can. Might be a little difficult. There we go. Then yarn over, pull through, and through. And now we can fasten off. Our square is done. So chain 1, cut that yarn, pull it through, and pull tight, and then sew in that end. If you wanted to go on to another round, you could just repeat round 5 and make your square as large as you want. But we're finished with the written pattern, so I'm just going to sew in my ends. Big thank you to Donna for allowing us to use this pattern in this project and for writing up very clear instructions. Make sure if I went too fast in this project, you can always follow along with her pattern, and that link is in the description of this video and also on my blog at the bottom of that 365 Days of Granny Squares page. So there you have it. Number 242 Granny Square is complete. That was, pretty basic and very, very fast workup, so I'm really happy about that. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Happy Monday, and as always, happy hooking!